How have y'all like been able to manage, I guess, familiarity amongst each other, working together?
Like the balance between familiarity and then honoring each other.
Yeah, or like
that's
the
so
hardest
hard.
thing.
I know y'all still like deal with it.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all are family.
That's never gonna be a like, okay, I'm done. I finally mastered it thing. But kind of like how y'all like deal with that,
because so many people probably serve with people like, and they've been serving with them for years, and they're like basically family at that point. You're like actually family. So like the level of familiarity, even amongst like, I don't know, me and Ron, and like you guys are like, I don't know, you guys are literally brothers. Me and Ron are like Hispanic brothers, and it's y'all are husband and wife. Like it's how do you?
I think something that early on me and Julian would like fight hard, like for anything. Like he'll look at me like weirdly, and I just took it so personally. I'm like, bro, you hate me, right? And then vice versa. It was just like so toxic. But then I realized like Julian loves differently than I do. Like the way I want to be loved is not how he wants to be loved. And so languages? Like, different. Like, and so I'm realizing I'm like, oh, Julian likes to be loved if I just hear him out, if I don't say anything. If I just hear him out, he just yaps and just goes. That he feels love right there. I don't have to fix him in a way, like in general, like and stuff like that, where it's like until you realize people are different and they receive stuff differently, and my way of loving him is just, you know, hearing him out or whatever it looks like that already bonded us so much more. Where now me and Oscar fight, like it's just like now I have to figure out a way that how can I relate with Oscar or stuff like that, or Sebastian. I look at him weird. It's like maybe I shouldn't look at him weird. Like I should just take it in, you know, process it a little bit.
Oh,
this is like healing right now.
It's beautiful.
But yeah, it's a good one.
It's you have to have touch points as a family. First of all, like I think with this, you also have to like realize that this is obviously our job, and then we're also family. So there's a line that we have to cross. Where like we're gonna be family right now. We're not gonna talk about work. We're not going to talk about music. We're not going to talk about A, B, and C. We're just going to go watch a soccer game and have fun and like just be normal people. Yeah. But I think one thing that like, I mean, I don't get a lot of words for the year, but sometimes when I pray for my family and like what we're doing and I feel like the Lord is leading us in, because we do a lot of this together. I feel like the Lord this year told me that we need to view each other rightly. And that's kind of going back to what good. Like Gabe said, like he learned how to love Julian and how to view him rightly. And one thing that I've realized to break familiarity.
Familia.
Yeah. To break that, you have to like view each other like rightly in every way, and it's the hardest thing, because like
it's like what they carry. And
like
God has given them,
I have to view Oscar as like someone who truly cares and is passionate about his work and loves to like express and create, and like and I have to view Gabe as like someone who's like he's always gonna have new ideas constantly. It's like a never-ending bucket of ideas, like every 30 seconds. Like, but I have to value that. But I could sit there and devalue him and be like, bro, I just learned what you said, and now you're telling me to do something else, and you're making no sense. What do you want me to do? But if I view him rightly, like what he said about Julian, it's like Julian is the most people person I've ever met. Gosh. He will love everybody. He will invite everybody to every function.
Yes,
and like, but I have to view him as that. I don't view him as like this person who like just does things without asking.
No,
like,
another huge thing is like celebrating each other.
Yeah,
like because we're family and because we do everything together. But there's some successes that you don't have. Like within the family, like Oscar is doing a lot more projects than all of us are. Sebastian's going on the road with Alina. So it's like seeing each other that and being like, man, I see your value outside of us, outside of what we're doing together. Yeah. And because a lot of times like the comparison or like, oh my gosh, because we're family, because we're doing this stuff together, it's like, oh, he didn't want to do that with me because blah, 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 all these stuff in your head. But now we're in a place where, you know, Julian's doing stuff with Chandler Moore, and I celebrate him. I'm like, do it. He's going to South Africa. Like, he's doing all this stuff, and it's like amazing. And it does not involve none of us. And it's like the scene.
And even to that point, even doing things outside of what this is healthy.
Yeah.
Like,
So
because first of all, like you're doing something on your own, and it's fun and it's exciting. But it also, like when you're there, like it reminds me like, dang, I miss playing with Gabe. Like I miss playing with Julian or Oscar, or leading with Abbie. Yeah. Like it's healthy to like do things outside of
it's almost
too.
I mean, you guys can continue, but it's almost like you really have to put your pride down.
Oh yeah,
every day.
I think that's thinking us as being Hispanic.
Because obviously all of this is
being
like passionate,
amazing, you know, Hispanic, passionate and close. And I mean, we do deal with pride. You know, that is something that we all, I think, all
not
of us,
me, bro.
You know, that is all. We all love. It's like we all think our opinion's correct. You know, it's really, really hard.
Especially when we're working on a song.
I've been there. Trust me. I know. Jesus. I've seen you guys live.
You know, but like, I think about this. I'm like, I remember when we started the Jogs podcast, I had so many ideas, but I was like, man, it's part of like me growing. I was like, man, Sebastian really has vision for this. And I told myself, I was like, I'm going to submit to him.
So good.
And I did.
Exactly.
And I think it's like same with Julian, and where Gabe has a really good idea. I'm like, man, yes, let's submit to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think it's like learning to like see it and being able to get away from my feelings and what I think and my whatever experience, whatever, and put it on the floor and like, I love this. Let's explore it or something.
So good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is the part where this is the hard part.
Yes.
You know, and obviously for you guys it might be easier. But for younger people, they don't understand that. And they're like, oh, I want to be like them. And I want to, you know, but then they don't realize that they're going to have to, you know, swallow their pride.
Yeah.
And be like, hey, I'm going to have to die.
But the beautiful thing is like, the thing I know for a fact is like, I want to do this with them forever.
100%.
You know what I mean? And it's like beyond whatever. It's like, I know I want to do this with them forever. Mm-hmm. And like, there is moments of like when we are in worship or we're in the studio and things are just clicked. And the specialness comes out. It's like that can sustain me.
That's good, man.
Beyond
100%.
like the frustration.
Well, it's crazy you say that because the word says he resists the proud, but he gives grace to the humble.
Exactly.
So grace is what gives you the right to do it forever.
Yes.
So and that's only comes if you humble yourself. So it's like I love that.
Yeah.
For me, I love that. Because then it just allows you to just continue, you know.
That's actually reminded me of like something I learned when we went to you guys a couple years ago, is mutual submission. It's like one of my favorite phrases of all time, and ever since I learned it, I even use it when it's not needed to be necessary. Ron, like,
you're like telling your wife you need a mutual
submission.
Hey, we're getting Chipotle.
Ron, let's go eat this. Yeah, mutual submission. But honestly, I've made it a staple in my life because I think it's so important. And I feel like this is kind of what you guys are talking about. It's like, oh, I see them and I respect them. I want to submit under what they're doing. And the Lord is in that because he's all about surrender. So
and the thing is like, and what I love about all this, it's like sometimes my ideas aren't good, you know. Sometimes
I doubt that, Gabe. Your ideas are always the best.
But sometimes Sebastian just, you know. But the thing is, it's like the exploring the unfamiliarity.
Okay.
That's a hard word.
That word today, bro.
Familiarity.
3, 2, 1, go.
Familiarity.
Abbie will just say it for us. Hey, Gabe, spell it for us.
I can't. I can't, dog. Don't put me on the spot like that. F. Hey, no, but just like the Lord honors that, and it's like that's what we love to do.
Yeah. I actually want to know what Abbie's perspective is on this.
Yeah,
please. I think it's so funny.
You're the oldest of 10.
Well, I've also like sat in the room with y'all, not to like brag, but I feel like I've been helpful for you guys because I actually am obsessed with all 4 of them.
Aww.
Like I've always loved all of them, even before I married Gabe. Obviously, he's my favorite, but like,
man,
one more time.
But I've sided with Oscar over you, and like, or like not sided, but I've been like, Oscar has a point, like, or like what, like, even past me being your wife. I don't know why I brought that up. Oh, but the other thing I was going to say, I was just saying, like, I've been in the room and, like, I get it. I'm from a big family, too, so I get, like, just learning to value each other. But one thing we've all talked about a lot, especially, like, Gabe and I have been traveling a lot. Now we kind of all are, but there was a season when, like, Gabe and I were out a lot and everyone else was at home a lot more. And just having honest conversations of, like I felt almost, like, shameful, like they should be with us, like like we're not bringing them at what, like almost like feeling bad for being highlighted without my family. And so we just had some like kind of like conversations, all of us, but we've all talked about like the truth of the fact that when Julian is doing stuff with Chandler more, like we are all coming up together in a sense. When Gabe and I are saying yes to something, we're all coming up in a sense.
Yeah.
And it's kind of an ethereal idea because we're not all there actually coming up together.
Yeah.
But it's the family piece of like, we like, when I'm succeeding, they're succeeding, and when
That's so
Sebastian's
good.
succeeding, we're all succeeding.
Yeah.
It's the like deepest part of celebration.
Wow.
Like
So good.
under all the layers of like, happy birthday, this party's for you. Like under all of that, real celebration is celebrating something that you have nothing to do with, but you know you have a piece in it
That's so good.
because
Yeah.
you're connected.
Yeah.
Yes.
Does that make
Beautiful.
I
sense?
think
Yeah.
that, like, it's like a prime example is like Sebastian was invited to play for Brooke. He did great. I played with him on Sunday, and I can tell that he grew.
Wow.
Just being around a different
Not physically, just like
5'4" to 5'7".
It's just me dogging on myself.
But then I was like, man, he caught something.
So
Yeah.
good.
You know what I mean? And I think if we just become, because there is a line of like codependency and like
for
true
sure.
family
Yeah.
connection, and I think we finally it's taken some time, but we've like
My
moved
God.
past the codependency stage. That when Sebastian does go with Brooke, I don't feel like, oh man, I wish I was with him. But then I celebrate him growing. Or when Gabe has gone, he's gone to so many rights this year with so many different people, which I'm really thankful. Like I think we were in a right recently, and I was like, bro, he's gone so good.
Yeah.
I was like, he's gone incredible.
Yeah, my email is
I think my personal issue that I realized even recently, it's like I think about those stuff, but I don't say it. You know what I mean? So it's things like that. Me and my wife, we've had to deal with that sometimes because she's like, man, you just don't. I gotta have to say it and have to like encourage and speak into them.
Yeah.
You know, and that's something that I've learned just over the years of like, hey, I'm a very introverted, like internal person.
Yeah.
But it's like when I think about something, I should say it. If I think about someone, I should text them. You know,
Yeah.
and I think it's part of like the affirming the person inside who they are.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get more texts from you.
same.
Now you said it, so
I'm gonna keep you to it.
No, but honestly, real talk, Sebastian MVP of like answering his phone.
Like if you were
MVP.
like
Out
if
of all four,
emergency
yeah.
someone
Yeah.
needed to
Who's the
answer, you'd call
worst? Yes.
Sebastian.
Bro, real talk,
The
Oscar,
worst?
You're probably up there.
Dang.
You know,
I
this is
don't
what
know.
Oscar does.
Recently,
I got you.
recently, Julian's been the worst. Real talk.
Yeah,
real?
Yes.
I've been bad.
You've been.
Yeah,
I've been bad.
Your phone stays on do not disturb.
No, I've been bad.
No. This is what
Julian.
Oscar does. So I'm calling him. He looks at it and he does this. Boom.
Dang, no shame, Oscar.
No shame.
But
Like,
then he'll randomly call you on the way home.
yeah,
and, like,
after 3 hours later, you
Yeah.
forget your everything.
It's because I'm like, oh, Gabe called me. I gotta call him back. It's just 4 hours.
At least he calls you back, man. So.
Yeah.
I do call him back. I do.
I love to be with you guys too, just because it just reminds me that you guys understand all this and you understand your differences. But more than that, like you guys grow because of those differences. It's like a weird like way of you guys accepting that and growing from it. And, you know, seeing y'all from the moment I met y'all to now, it's like, it's beautiful. Because like obviously from someone that's not with you guys constantly, like I have also seen that growth like in your personal lives too. And it's again, it's a beautiful thing to see.
Thank you, bro.
You know, and like you said, like it's awesome to celebrate. It's also like all those points you're bringing because all of you guys have such different personalities. You know, even though you're brothers, even though you're family, even though, you know, and I just
giftings.
Yep.
yeah, there you go.
But that's how the body of Christ works, though.
Exactly,
come
and
on.
that was
Come on,
come on,
oh,
Shanda.
Pastor
Shanda. Whoa.
Keep going.
Wow.
Ofrenda.
I'm gonna hype you up.
Cash App is.
No, but seriously,
Yeah.
like I
Yeah.
could like if Julian wasn't the people person and the feeler that he was, like none of us would function the
Yeah,
same
Oscar.
A
way.
lot of the
If
songs
Oscar's
would not be
brain
written.
didn't work the way it did, if like
Nothing would ever get done.
intuition, like
You're like, oh, we can do it next week.
if you're like gentle like peacemaker-ness didn't exist, like we would all like y'all would be in
Dang.
shambles. Like
Yeah.
I remember one time we were doing rehearsals for Abbie's tour, and then there's something Gabe, and he's like, we're like in the middle of a song, we finish, and he's like, hey, I gotta share something, and he starts sharing it. And the thing about Gabe is like he's very passionate, so it's like for me, I'm just like, I can say something and it can kind of stay like this. With him, it's like he thinks it's like this, but it's actually like this.
I like try to contain myself, but I can't, dude. For some reason.
But
That's
then
why we love you, buddy.
It's like he said something,
I
and we had
was
like a
born
45-minute conversation.
And
then
we
it
have
was
to like
done.
rehearse. This is our last
I
day
know,
of
we had to
rehearsal.
rehearse. But then the sound guy who's been in rooms listening to us for the last 7 years, he comes in, he's like, wow, guys, I'm so proud of y'all. Like, you guys emotionally grew. And I was like,
he's just listening to the whole thing.
so you guys like listen to each other, let you guys talk. You guys didn't interrupt each other.
Bro.
You guys understood each other. It's like you guys just weren't start like, hey, we weren't like going off at
Just
each
go
other.
off at each other.
And
Cut
I was
each other
like,
off.
wow, that's something beautiful to like celebrate.
Yeah.
That we've gone a long way from where we were as a family.
And you guys probably wouldn't have noticed
We-
until
no,
that
we
moment
don't.
that someone said it.
Crazy.
Well, also in the moment, it feels so tense that you're like,
Yeah.
But then for someone else, because I was sitting in the room and I was like, I was in one of those moments where I was like, guys. And then
calm
Brandon
down.
comes in and is like, you guys are doing so well. And I was like, you know what? You guys are doing so well. But he's right. Honestly, that was a very healthy conflict.
That's healthy conflict.
Also, it's like being married helps though.
Yeah,
True.
getting married helps a lot.
But y'all all
What,
are.
what would
with
y'all's
children.
advice be to all those kids that are single and they're trying to look for this?
Be a man.
Crazy.
Like that?
Pursue. Be a man.
Oh, shoot your shot. Yes, that's not important. Like you have to just get over yourself and like just
Because
Wear
I
deodorant,
say it
bro.
because like upper room, like all of them get hitched like earlier. It's just like a thing.
And
Oh,
then
like
at our
age-wise?
Yeah.
yeah, and then at our church it's like the
It's
opposite.
Really?
I think it's like a Hispanic thing, but you
And
know.
also Miami thing.
Yeah.
too, I feel like.
Well, I mean, that happens in our community too.
I mean, yeah.
Maybe like just don't take yourself so seriously.
Yeah,
For
and
the
have-
guys.
Mm.
Like just ask her on a date.
And
good.
have fun.
Yeah, it's
and
not like a prophetic thing. Like just
Dang,
Sebastian,
come on.
you
It's
mean
so
I don't need to be
is he the
confirmed
one?
20 times
Bro,
before I can go out with her?
okay,
No.
okay.
No.
Dating is so fun, and it's just it doesn't have to be a big deal. It just like go bowling, go watch a movie.
Like a coffee's not going to make or break your life.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like
It'll lead to something or it won't.
exactly, and it's like
100%.
smell good, dress nice.
we're
Like you.
Gucci.
Dang, bro.
I mean,
Swag.
just
Yeah,
like,
swag.
Deodorant is like $7.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro.
a little bit goes a long way. How did
Wait.
y'all meet? Like, what's you guys' story?
Doing this. We,
Oh, just like playing and then
yeah, at upper room, we just did prayer sets together and lived life together. For a
and then
long
Gabe
time.
just like one day was
I
like,
slid in. I slid
The
in
DMs?
Yeah. No, not
Oh,
really. Like,
No,
like-
because we were like in a close knit friend group. The 5 of us were a part of like a group of like, I don't know, like 15 friends maybe,
mhm.
that we like did a lot of life together, everything.
And what was the first moment, Gabe, that you were like, I'm gonna shoot my shot?
dude, it was this. It was the set. What was it? The Send or what?
Send.
The Send in Cleveland.
Oh no, the call.
The Call. It was called
It was
the
before
Call.
the Send was the
Yeah,
Send, it was the
Call.
Call. Yeah. Dude, that was a
Precursor.
disaster. That was a disaster as far as like musically, like
For us.
for us
Uh-huh.
as upper room. Like we brought like 7 worship leaders, and it was like
No, it was more.
bro, it was the worst, like worst thing ever.
But out of the darkness, something bright blew
No,
up.
but I remember like I just kept on looking at Abbie, and then I'm like, dang, Abbie has a good voice. Like, dang, Abbie kind of looks good right now. Dang. Like I just had all these thoughts. I was like,
Well, you're on the altar plate.
yeah, I'm on the altar. I'm just like, God help me, God.
We had also kind of been like
Like,
talking
teching,
more,
like-
kind of flirting a little bit, like
Uh-huh.
playing with it.
Uh-huh.
But I just saw her, and I was like, dang, I have to shoot my shot because I had this thought. I remember I had this thought in my mind. I'm like, if I don't like shoot my shot, or if I don't like talk to her, I might regret it. That's what I thought. Like I might see her with someone else,
Dang.
and then that's whenever I had to go in. Like,
My man.
yeah, that's right.
Abby, were you expecting it all or no?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he'd been like weird.
Crazy.
He'd been like just talking to me a lot and like asking me to coffee, and I was like, you know, we didn't hang out one-on-one, guys and girls, like
Mhm.
that weren't dating in our friend group. So I was like, what's happening? I actually asked you. I was like, what's going on? And he was like,
Dude.
well, and it took him 45 minutes.
I said 45 minutes of nothing. Bro,
Of nothing.
I've
So
said-
at the end, I was like, so do you want to date me? And he was like, yes.
Oh, dang.
no. I said yes, but and then I went on, like
And
a
then he
tangent.
kept going.
Another tangent.
Because I'm like, it's me, but it's you, but I don't know who it is. Like, is it God telling me? I don't know if it's that. Like, I
He
don't know.
verbally processed. I told him no.
Oh,
But guess
dang.
what?
I told him no.
He's
I
still-
knocked at that door
Let's
again.
go. And here we are today.
We are too.
Were y'all expecting this
actually-
to happen?
I actually don't know. I probably.
Gabe was very quiet.
Like he doesn't like he when it came to like his private life, he didn't share much. So.
Mm.
At the time.
At the time, yeah. Now, like, I'm an open book. Tell me anything, bro. Tell me. I'm kidding.
Love that about you, man.
Well, we just wanted to wrap this podcast up, guys. Thank you so much for
man.
sharing with us.
So good to be with you.
Hopefully this is not the last time. Hopefully when y'all come again, we can do this again. This is really fun.
So fun.
It's a great time. But thank you guys again for everything, and I hope that all the people that were watching, they can receive this and learn from it and really just apply everything. So really.
But before we
appreciate
end, real quick question: what's all y'all's favorite food, one by one? You get one thing,
Go Oscar.
like one dish.
No,
You can only eat one thing for the rest of your life.
I hate this question.
No, okay, I got one. Recently, I had the best pasta
I was gonna
with
say
truffle.
I was gonna say.
Ooh.
Dude,
That was
I have a
crazy.
video of it, and I just keep on watching it. Like, a random
You recorded
It's like
Shaved fresh truffle.
truffle on this
Ooh.
That
pasta.
sounds great.
It was hot. I don't even know what it was.
It was a
dude.
cacio e pepe.
Oh,
okay.
yeah,
Cacio
it's
pepe.
delicious.
But with truffle.
I was gonna
Dude,
say pasta.
I felt so
Yeah,
bougie
pasta.
because someone literally went over there and went bah bah bah, and I just saw the truffle. I'll show you the video. I'll show you the video.
Truffle shreds.
God.
Heaven.
Yeah, that's my.
Yeah, I was
favorite.
gonna say Italian pasta. Like I thought it was very like, oh,
I
that's
wish
just
I can eat Italian pasta and look like you, bro.
What is pasta?
pasta.
I didn't know we had a pasta around here.
A southern pasta.
Oscar, so what would yours be, Oscar?
Sushi.
Sushi?
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Sebastian?
Julian makes really good pasta.
Julian, you're a really good chef,
He
bro.
makes really good lots of
A lot
things.
Yeah.
of things, but his pasta is.
I haven't had
I
that.
think
Smash
Smash
burger?
Thanksgiving.
His smash burgers are
Yes.
amazing.
Smash
Same
burgers
thing.
are
He
amazing.
made pasta from
Pasta.
scratch.
He made pasta from
Dang,
scratch, but he
Julian.
also put steak.
Oh,
Pasta.
yes.
Dang.
That
Pasta.
was so.
Alfredo.
I'm hungry.
I helped, but
Okay, I was
I
gonna
did make
Oscar
a
served
carb
like-
carbonara.
He wanted a
He
little bit
did
of shine.
something, guys.
I made a carbonara pasta.
Okay.
It was awesome.
Dang, dude.
How do you like maintain your weight though?
Uh,
That's a legit question.
It is.
I only once. No, I don't know.
You
I'm
run,
scared.
you
I
run
don't
7
know.
Ks, Julian. You run 7 Ks.
Yeah, 7
Julian
Ks.
is so annoying. He like this is I hang out with Julian a lot. He literally have like 9
Literally?
bags of chips,
I do.
like candy, like just random snacks, and then have one meal a day, like Chick-fil-A, and then he'll eat pasta,
You're
and
just
he
built
looks like that.
different.
Yeah, bro. He eats and all of us
No,
eat.
literally, yeah. There's no other way.
Sebastian,
There's
what's yours?
genetics.
You didn't answer.
Pasta, like,
Pasta too?
Really?
Dang, y'all.
Or steak.
no,
What about steak?
steak pasta.
Julian steak
That
pasta.
meal was so good.
That was a good meal.
Dang, bro.
I would probably have sandwiches.
Yeah.
You would.
Hot or cold? Hot or cold?
No, I don't have
Wait,
to choose sandwiches.
No.
But not one
this
specific
is
one?
Abbie
No.
staple. This is Abbie staple.
Oh.
You go to the pool.
Jimmy John's.
Hey, if we're going to the-
Jimmy John's,
If we're going to
Yeah.
if we're going to the
Listen,
pool or like
Jimmy
the
John's
beach,
sandwich.
Julian, what are
Abby
you saying?
brings like the Hawaiian rolls,
Oh,
but then
guys.
she cuts it in half,
Oof,
and then she
Hawaiian
adds
rolls are
cheese,
fire.
Honestly, the
ham, and then what do you put on top?
Poppy seeds and
Poppy
butter.
seeds.
Yeah,
and
butter.
you just pop it back in the tray, put it in the
Also,
oven.
Abby always
Ooh.
has snacks.
Yeah,
I do have
I mean,
snacks.
she's
Sandwiches.
a mom.
She's
so-
a mom.
I had snacks before though.
Really? Oh, you're a real one. That's a
Like,
good
it would
friend to
just-
have around.
You would randomly pull out watermelon.
But okay.
Dang.
Back in the day, Abby would have. I'm like, I'm hungry, and then she'll pull out a bar that I saw 4 years ago. Old like Abby.
That
dude,
can't
the
be
same one.
I'm like,
That is not true.
Abby.
That's true.
Okay, okay. It might not be 4 years, but like
It
at least
just
like
got squished because it was in my bag.
exactly.
It still
I'm
tastes the
not
same.
gonna eat no squish bar. Like
You still ate it though, didn't you?
I had to.
He's weird about that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, it tastes the exact same. Tastes the exact same. It's just squished because it was underneath the book. Like it's fine.
I can't do that.
Presentation matters.
Oh, everything matters. It
Understandable.
tastes different. All right, sorry.
Cool. All right. That's
Amen.
it. Yeah, guys. Well, thank you so much again. Like,
Of course.
We love you.
We love
We
you
love
guys.
you guys.
And thank y'all for tuning in on the Youth Pod.
Thank you guys.
We love y'all, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.